What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another Disney review. This Friday, Disney is releasing their next live-action adaptation of Mulan on Disney Plus for $30. That is absolutely crazy. So, leading up to the release of that film, I figured I would review the classic 1998 Disney animated film, Mulan, which came out in the Renaissance era, and this is one of my favorite films from the Disney Renaissance era. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. To save her father from death in the army, a young maiden secretly goes in his place and becomes one of China's greatest heroines in the process. For some reason, Mulan gets absolutely shadowed when it comes to the Renaissance era for Disney. You got The Lion King and Aladdin and The Little Mermaid that get the most attention. I absolutely love this movie. I think it is really underpraised and it gets a little too much hate from people that say, it's okay. But I think this movie has really strong messages about female empowerment, as well as just great action mixed with great classic Disney song eras. I think this film has one of the strongest Disney female leads in princesses, Mulan. She's a really lovable character, and she's an inspiration for young girls. She starts off the film struggling hard to uphold her family name. She wants to do everything to please them. Her father especially kind of looks down and has a lot of expectations on Mulan, and after her father is being forced to join the army for the emperor to fight against the Huns, she wants to do anything possible to protect him and her family. That's why we resonate with Mulan, because she's like the normal human being. Sometimes in life we want to do anything possible to be the best version of ourselves as well as to please our family. But deep down on the inside, it's who we are that matters. The songs in this movie are very iconic. Reflection gets pretty overlooked. The very first song that Mulan sings, it's got a lot of powerful messages in it. As I said, Mulan feels like she's down on her life. She has to be perfect at everything, and that song really speaks volumes. But I think I'll Make a Man Out of You is the most popular song in the film, and it should be talked about because that song's really catchy. The songs are great, but I don't think that's the most rememberable part of Mulan. It's the lead character. The Chinese environment of the film is just really iconic, and the messages that are thrown in there just mean something. I think Disney did a fantastic job making this film. Mushu is not going to be in the live-action remake, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Eddie Murphy as the voice of Mushu. My God, what a perfect casting. Mushu's hilarious and also a great sidekick to Mulan whenever he is just thrown in there for comedic relief as well as just to be a helping source for Mulan. The action is great. Of course, we got to talk about that whole snow fight sequence, avalanche entire sequence versus the Huns. Animation still holds up, and whenever that avalanche happens, the stakes kind of feel real, and you're wondering if the characters are going to survive. Now, I have really small issues with this movie, and the first issue is the villain of the movie, the leader of the Huns. He's a very forgettable villain, and whenever I can't even remember what the villain's name of the film is, that's how you know it's a really forgettable villain. It's not awful, just his motivation is really cliche. His look is awesome. Great look, but I don't remember the character's name every time I watch the movie. And I really do believe in the phrase that many people say, a movie is only as good as your villain, but the movie is really good, even if the villain isn't strong. But I really love Disney villains like Scar and Ursula in terms of Renaissance films. I guess it's not the worst issue in the world, but I really love a great antagonist. Also, a nitpick with the avalanche sequence, it's supposed to be made like they're falling down a waterfall, but the avalanche is going over the hills, and whenever characters are trying to float through the snow or get out of the snow, I always question how they're able to do that. But it's a movie. I think it looks pretty dumb, but it's something I can overlook. But I just question that sequence every time. Like, why did they need to go that over the top with it. Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts on Mulan 1998, if this is your guys' first time checking out my channel, and if you want to see more content like this, hit that like button and consider clicking that subscribe button, because I do reviews, rankings, Blu-ray hauls, and if you're interested in more content like this or an in-depth analysis, I have a podcast called the Fallen for Film Podcast. Me and my co-host Colin Williams, we talk about movie news, we have guests, we play games, and we talk tons of movie content. Podcast platform links are in the description if you're interested. The Disney animated Mulan, it's one of my favorites from the Renaissance era. This is just a delight to rewatch every once in a while. It's funny, it's epic, it's emotional at times, and it has everything I love about a Disney movie. It's got a strong female character. The villains, the songs are really catchy. And this movie is just so heartfelt. I have a smile on my face every time I watch it. Yeah, give this a rewatch if you haven't in a while, especially leading up to the remake. On my rating scale, Mulan 1998 gets an A. There you have it, guys. That was my thoughts on the 1998 Disney animated classic Mulan. What's your guys' thoughts on the animated Mulan? Do you love it like me? Do you think it's overrated okay? Or do you absolutely hate this movie? And also, are you looking forward to the live-action remake? Are you going to pay $30 to see this movie? I highly doubt it. Or are you going to wait till December to get it for free? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you guys as always for watching this review. All my social media links are in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.